Can you get me some? Okay, I'm gonna here. I love you. You're sweet, and I know you'll do it eventually. I was waiting for people to be here. I want Amaya to be here. Out of everyone coming, Amaya needs to be here. Because this is gonna... No, not on no. Not on no. You don't scream. And I'm guessing it's because you know what this is. Oh, 120 Brad, thank you for the follow. No, it's coming. You guys will love this. I swear. I absolutely swear. Even with the thing, okay, obviously knowing what this is, you're gonna love this. Welcome to Heroine's Quest. It sates itself for the lifeblood of fated men. Paints red the okay, it's gone. No, I said thank you for the resub. Did I just see I didn't see a follow. I didn't see a... Thank you for the resub. I'm sorry. Why did you even choose this? You can go watch the other stream if you want to. Just don't tell us who it is, because it's advertising. Just so you know, we're not going to be stumbling too heavily through this, because I have been playing quite a bit of it on the side, but I decided, after some people were obsessed with watching me play it in Discord, that this needed to be shared with everyone. So we are playing Heroine's Quest. For those of you who don't know, AGS, that's what it's called. It's called AGS. It's Adventure Game Studio. It is an online free development toolkit for adventure games that has been around since like the late 90s or something, and is still being used to make adventure games today. That's why the artwork doesn't look super professional. It looks like you know, that kind of artwork. But it's still good, and I will tell you that when I've played of this game, it's good. You've seen none of this and you already hate it? Of course you do, Brad. I know you would. It's not 3D and beautiful. Honey, stop it. Here's the best part. So for those of you who don't know, this is essentially like Quest for Glory.
Dilly.
What?
Dilly.
Dilly?
Dilly.
You don't want me to... Can I name it So the character I've been playing on the side, I named her this. For China. But... It's gonna be Dillia. Dillia. This looks interesting. Would you like the tutorial recommended for first-time players? No, because I know how to do it. I get to be a Weezord! The sorceress, okay, wields powerful magic and uses that in her natural intelligence to find an indirect path to obstacles. Do you accept the class now? So you can pick Rogue, Warrior, Sorceress. I'm going Sorceress. Look at how cool she is. Weezord! Like, wait until Amaya gets here if she ever shows up. She's gonna be all like, ah! Because she's seen some of it. Okay, so I've learned one thing. So if you spend any points on these, it spends 5, I think, to raise it. And it takes from the training points. If it's at 0, spending points on it raises it. I think you need 25 points to do that. I'm gonna spend it on Animal Ken, because it shows how good you are at understanding and dealing with animals. I think that will help me skin the wolves in the forest when you attack them, because otherwise all I can do is get meat off of them. I want the wolf skins because I think it'll make it quicker for me to get through this, because money is a pain in the ass to collect in the beginning. All of this stuff will go up just by using it. So I'm not too worried about these. I'm more worried about these. I don't need throwing. I don't need thievery, stealth, parrying, magic. Magic! Herbalism. It's a pain in the ass to level up, honestly. Fast talk, I'm not worried about. We will raise up willpower. I don't care about weapon use. Magic! There we go. I would do climbing, but I don't need climbing. Climbing I think would make certain areas a little bit easier, but there's a magical way around things, I found out. So, Midgard, as Odin watches from above, a lone traveler braves the cold, following her calling. This is all Norse mythology stuff, which is cool. Oh, hi, sci-fi. Yes, the game is free to play and download. The company did make a second game, I think, called Tale of Two Kingdoms, which I do want to get into at some point. All I need to say is that when we eventually run across him, Isaac is in the game. And you will know immediately. He's not literally in the game, but there's a character that might as well be him. And he's the best character ever. And you will know immediately. Guess what? Guess what? What? Why do I hurt myself like this, Dill? I like this game. I grew up playing these types of games. I played Quest for Glory 1, 2, and 3. And I love the Quest for Glory games from back in the day. I was playing this non-stop for like days upon days and almost for like a week and a half before I was all like, okay, I need to stop playing this. I just need to play it on stream. I did get a decent way through it on my own. So like I said, we're not going to be super stumbling, at least not for a while. Oh my god, you get to start motherfucking home runs soon? Oh god. Enjoy those mood swings. But you will get used to it, and congratulations. The sprite work is nice. Yeah, no, it's very nice, especially for being, like, essentially independent developer with, I don't even know how much they've done, but everything about the sprite work and everything is really well done. And there's voice acting, just so you know.
You know it doesn't have any voice acting? Pokemon.
I know. This does, though.
Master!
We have returned.
Very good. Have you done as I asked? The stranger will be dead by now.
We knocked her out cold.
And then we left her for the dawn.
To turn to stone in the daylight.
Oh, yes. You did what?
That's Isaac
We
sci-fi.
did a fine job.
Yes.
Are you not pleased, Master?
Insufferable fools! Do you realize that humans do not turn to stone in daylight?
I told you humans do not turn to stone.
This was your idea.
Oh, thank you.
It was not. You said it first.
You are such a liar.
How dare you call me that?
A liar, and bad of hearing, too.
Shut up!
Vivaldi,
Yes, Master.
At your service, Master.
it is imperative that we obtain the eyes. You know who your other targets are?
The big man.
And the small man.
Precisely. Do not botch this, Vivaldi. I shall be most displeased if you should fail.
As you say, Master.
We shall not disappoint you.
Now go! Go, quickly!
I know, I love the golden age of the adventure games. I love it. I skipped over it, even though I was around at the time. I skipped over it, and I played a bunch of them a little bit later on. But, yeah, no, this... So the critics for this game and for their other game, Tale of Two...
You were awake. More or less. My head feels like it was struck by a thunderbolt.
At least you are warm. My husband found you outside in the snow. This is not a good winter for traveling.
So it would appear. Thank you for taking me here. I am in your debt.
No need for that.
Then please tell me your name.
Hervor. I run the Adventurers Guild here in Fort Sigtuna. I live here with my husband Voland and our son Jaime.
Yeah, no, it harkens back to the golden era of adventure games, and I like I said, I skipped a lot of them, but I ended up going back and being able to play them again at some point, and it's great. This one does take a lot of... It borrows a lot from Quest for Glory, from the original Quest for Glory games, which for those of you who don't know, you'll see what it's like, but it's basically an adventure game with a battle mechanic in it.
Are you the guildmaster?
The king guy is actually a frost giant. That's why he's so much bigger.
No, merely the caretaker.
Boys.
Is there something you need of the guild?
Where did he go?
Where did the guildmaster go?
He had to leave town. I know not why.
Maya.
I believe he traveled east.
Are there other adventurers here?
None, save yourself.
Oh yeah, wait until you meet the wizard guys.
What is in the chest in the corner?
You can use it to store your equipment. Nobody else shall touch its contents.
Can you train me?
We shall see. Draw your weapon.
Oh, I totally don't need this. God damn it. It's recommended to use the keyboard for combat. Default keys are shown on the left. You could redefine these in the in-game control panel. Hervor will explain what the various keys do. For defensive moves like dodging, be sure to hold down the button or the key to hold your defensive position longer. You can use the bottom button to escape combat. Enemies tend to give you an opening between their attacks. For best results, strike then. If you attack while an enemy is trying to hit you, you'll likely get hurt in the process and do less damage as the result. And, like, you have your... So this is basically stamina. This is magic, and that's your health.
You have 2 attack maneuvers. Some work better against certain enemies.
And essentially, like, a
Move diagonally away to dodge.
magic dart.
Learn when to dodge left and when right. Move down to duck. This is safe but tiring for you.
Yeah, so this is a really good dodge, but yeah.
Later.
It takes a lot of stamina. It's a lot
Do not
easier to
forget
dodge
that you
this
can
way.
run away from most enemies.
That is enough training for now.
As you wish.
So doing anything with your skills has a chance of upping them, which is why it's good just to do stuff. You decide to download and try to play along because this looks like fun and you want to be a sword lady, go for it. The thing is, if you pick a different class, your gameplay is going to be entirely different because you're going to be able to do things differently.
Are you the guildmaster?
No. Is there some...
I would like to buy...
The winter keeps us short on supplies. I could sell you a healing draught.
Oh, she sells healing drafts. That I forgot about. I have 15 now.
Are there any tasks that need doing?
Check the notice board in the guild house.
This is the guild house. What can you tell me about the city?
What can you tell me about the city?
Fornsictuna. Walk around and you shall see.
Who is your husband?
His name is Voland. He is the city smith and father to our son, Jaime.
Just remember, Jaime is special, people. Very special. Like a giraffe special.
Where in the forest did you find me?
My husband is the one who found you. You should ask him.
I bid you farewell.
You must be hungry.
Yes.
By the gods, I feel like I haven't eaten in days.
You likely have not. I would extend hospitality to you, but we have little food to spare. It is a harsh winter, and we have our son to feed.
I understand. I do not mean to impose on you.
You should find food soon, lest you starve.
I had a bag of supplies with me, but it appears to be missing.
I do not know. I am sure you could hunt or find something edible in the woods. You are welcome to stay here at the guild house.
Yes, I shall do that. Thank you for your help.
I very, very, very much approve of your game choice, Brad. Oh, look! It's Chuck the Plant. He does get around, doesn't he? What?
Diaries of Past Heroes.
So just so you know, there's a lot of inside jokes for adventure games if you understand adventure games. If you don't, a lot of these jokes will fly over your head. I will try and point out the ones I know. Adventurer's Guidebook by Arngrim Otarsson. Okay, so this covers so much stuff. I don't want to go through it right now because it's a lot to read. I don't think I need to do it right now. But there are points where things like that will become very, very useful. Like races, many creatures make their home in Yarnvidir, and many may provide travelers with interesting encounters, a source of food, or a hazard to be wary of. If you find yourself in combat, it is best to wait for an opening between an enemy's attacks and strike them. If you attack while an enemy is attacking, you will likely get hurt and do less damage as a result. And then you can look up the Drog, the Duergar, Knowing these So like the hog buoy, just to give you an idea of how this game ends up playing too, because of how adventure games are. This incorporeal undead is a powerful spellcaster and highly dangerous. Where Draug are essentially mindless, the hog buoy is a malevolent and vengeful intelligence to seek out its victims. It raises from its grave shortly after nightfall and will keep doing so until its grave is found, its bones burned to ash, and the ashes scattered to the winds. There is a hog buoy that haunts outside the gates. This tells you how you need to get rid of it. I know where it is. I know where its grave is because I found it. I might have to get some things to find again. I never actually got into chance to actually kill it. So I don't know what happens on that one. So we'll just stop that right now. What's in here? Give me. Okay, my notepad. I don't need the notepad, but for those of you who are wondering, just because it's nice that this is here, you can put anything here. So you could just type to your heart's content. It's nice, it's simple. I did make use of it for a puzzle in the game before.
This comes from an evil wizard.
What? A moose? So it appeared to be a storage closet for purposes of heroism is something best ignored. A janitor has no business saving the world. That's a Space Quest reference. No. Is the wizard super hammy? No. The spells make sense, and I don't know what you mean by hammy. I find it harder to do certain things, because there's areas that you can climb to achieve certain goals early in the game, but because I didn't unlock climbing, I have to actually get a teleportation type spell later on that allows me to get around having to climb. Take out the quill and sign your name in the adventurer's logbook. I got a +1 score. Courier sought to deliver a letter. Please inquire at Slipnir's tavern. The mystic Orvandel seeks mystic herbs of mystical power for use in ritual mysticism and shall pay in true magic for this herb if a viable specimen of the mystic herb is found. Get used to that wording with him. I, Jarl Ilfing, third of that name, promise a reward of 500 silver to the one who can end the Fimbled winter that plagues our lands. That's the main quest. The assistance of a brave hero is requested to repel an invasion of dastardly goblins. Direct your inquiries to King Vortigern in the realm of Thalen. The hell? I didn't even pay attention. What is this thing glowing?
Lithrazir brought this here before the Holt became frozen.
Lithrazir. Who's Lithrazir?
It was slain by the last guildmaster.
A large trophy head is attached to the wall, locked perpetually in an angry snarl. It appears to be a cross between a wolf and a dragon, if such a thing is possible. Okay, we're gonna walk. So if you go up here, you have a whole bunch of other stuff, and then you do have other abilities. You can make her run, but it sits there and uses up so much of her stamina to run. Just so you know, this is the draft, boy! You feel like you haven't eaten in several days. You had best take care of that before you starve. Herver suggested finding something edible in the woods. That sounds like a good idea. It is unfortunate that you lost your pack of supplies in the avalanche. If nobody took it, perhaps it is still where you left it.
Hello. You must be the new traveler. My name is Jaime.
He's special.
Mother and I took care of you when Father dragged you out of the snow. Are you better now? You were really cold when you came in.
I am well enough, thanks to your help.
Kid, you need something for that neck?
What brave warrior are you?
I am Jaime Bonesy, warrior in training in the service of Jarl Ilfin. I'm going to be a mighty dragon slayer. I am learning to fight really well. Got my own sword, too. Next year I go study tactics so I can be a big leader.
What is Sponsiktuna like?
It is the best city in the world. The strong walls here can stand against any troll. Well, you and I can climb over it. The trolls are too dumb for that. We are ruled by a good Jarl, and my father is his smith and supplier. Is that not great? What city could be better?
No, honey. Tell me of your father.
Can you tell me of your father?
My father is the best smith in Midgard. He works for Jarl Ilfing and makes weapons for his soldiers. He is real strong, too. And he teaches me to use the sword.
And what about your mother?
My mother takes care of the Venturers Guild. She does not talk a lot, but she is really strong, too.
How is your training going?
You are a adventurer, are you not? My mother said you were venturing and staying at the Venturing Guild. I want to be a venturer when I am bigger.
A venturer.
I get to travel anywhere. And everybody likes them because they have courage and honor.
I like ponies.
That means they do the right thing. You must be nice to people and help them, even if you do not like them. And you cannot threaten folks just because you are stronger. And then you get to kill dragons.
Let us speak of the woodland.
It is the forest around Fort Sigtuna. It is full of wolves and trolls, so Mother says I must not go too far from the city wall. There's lots of trees, of course, but there may be another village somewhere. There could even be Jabberwocks in the woods.
Oh my god, guys, Jabberwocks. Oh, you're upset that he said venture too often? Wait until we meet the wizard.
Are the trolls dangerous?
Trolls are big and strong, and they are very stupid. I am not afraid of trolls. When I grow up, I will go into the forest with my sword, and they shall call me Troll Slayer.
I'm just saying that after playing this game enough, the dialogue is very intentional.
Since you are a heroine, I'm sure you can slay trolls already. I hope you will make our forest safe again for all of us.
So what is a Jabberwock?
So what is a Jabberwock?
I have not seen that creature, but Mother told me it has jaws that bite and claws that catch. And it has a bird that goes jub-jub. It is so flumious, you know, that you must be very brilliant to catch it in the Boragos.
Is that a wooden sword?
Is that a wooden sword?
Yes, I have a real sword. I call it Blood Gang. My father has made a very magical sword and put it in a tree. I think it is for me when I am strong enough. But I need to train first.
Do you guys not... Wait, do you guys not know the Jabberwocky? 'Twas Brillig and the Slivy Toves did Gyre and Gimble in the Wabe. All mimsy were the Borgoves and the Mome Rafts out Wabe. Beware the Jabberwock, my son, with jaws that bite and teeth that snatch. Beware the Jub-Jub bird. You don't know that? Izik's looking at me really weird. Do you guys know? Okay, Sci-Fi knows. I know Sci-Fi knows. Oh my god! It's a very, very famous poem that was in Alice in Wonderland, or it was in... No, it wasn't Alice in Wonderland. It was in Through the Looking Glass. And it is... I don't have all the words right. I know I don't have it all right. But it's from Through the Looking Glass, part of the Alice in Wonderland type series, and it's a poem of just nonsense. You haven't memorized what the hell? I don't know what it is. Of course we know it. Of course I have it memorized mostly.
Can you tell me where to find food?
Most people go into the forest when they need food. There are animals you can kill, like a boar. There are also roots and plants to eat, but I like the meat better.
Good luck with your
Good
training.
luck with your train.
Come back soon and tell me about your ventures.
Okay, so we're gonna save. We're gonna do... So I'm gonna say stream 1, because we're gonna need multiples. Kill him. Jaime calls for help. Oh. Well, you wanted this.
In the name of Jarl Ylfing, you are under arrest.
Your heroics have ended here. You spend your life in jail until Ragnarok comes. You're welcome. This is what you guys made me do. Okay. Excuse why you arrested.
It is good to see that you have made it to our city, which you are seeing now. The Jarl of the city will want to see you in the morning, inside the city. I will see you there.
Where's the doggo? Oh, further in. Maya wants me to attack the dog. Okay. So as a wizard, because I have... That's my casting menu. Because I have herbalism at 15. The plant's glowing. Only one person requested that. You dig out enough roots to make a provisionary meal for yourself. It's hardly a feast, but will keep you from going hungry. I have such a hard time getting herbalism to go up. So use. She eats it. She got like basically a carrot. Nom 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 nom. That tasted good. You no longer feel like you're starving. Still feeling a bit weak from your ordeal in the snow, you feel it would be good to explore the city some more and have a good night of sleep in the Adventurers Guild house. So you can rest in this. You can sleep. You could sleep for a certain number of hours or until evening or until the morning. Gates to the cities tend to close at night. But there is a play on where everyone goes during the daytime. And throughout the day. So... I kind of really want to buy a dagger if I can afford it. The wizard said city 3 times in the span of like 2 seconds. You dread any further interaction with him? Oh, it gets better.
Welcome to my smithy, traveler. It is good to see you have recovered to fight once more. These are troubled times for Fornsictuna, with trolls and worse on the loose, and a harsh winter that has lasted longer than it should.
So up here, if you didn't notice, she was getting cold. There is a survival element that does get easier as the game goes in, but there's a survival element. You have to keep her you have to keep her decently rested. You have to keep her warm. You have to keep her fed. If you don't, she will die.
Tell me who you are.
I am Voland, son of Arkvith, blacksmith of Fornsictuna, and proven warrior to the Jarl. I live in the northeast part of the city, with my wife Hervor and our son Jaime.
What can you tell me about the city?
Fornsictuna is the grandest city in this part of Midgard. It is the capital of Janvadir and the major trade destination on Lake Ganvik. There is a village southeast of here, which is under protection of our Jarl, even though the inhabitants do not wish to be.
What do you know about Hervor?
That's his wife.
Beautiful Hervor and I are happily married, and we have our son Jaime growing up to be a fine warrior.
What you're saying is you stuck your dick in it.
How is your son doing?
I am very proud of Jaime. He is already shaping up to become a powerful warrior. It will not be long before he wields a true blade instead of a wooden one.
You want to get your sticker snack on with the Vorpal Blade. You know the Vorpal Blade in D&D is actually based off of the Jabberwock poem.
I want to thank you for saving me.
You want to see this wizard so you can judge it? I will see him afterwards.
Think nothing of it. I would not have anyone freeze to death in the Fimbulwinter.
So the game hasn't said it yet, but you see how these are grayed out? It's because I've already exhausted everything with them. However, if they ever become white again, like these are, it means they have something different to say. What they say can change depending on who they're standing near. So they can become more, he can have further information depending on stuff that you end up learning, or if there's someone else in the room that can add to what he says.
Where in the forest did you find me?
The woods of Janvadir surround us in all directions. I found you northeast of here, partly buried under an avalanche. You are lucky that your bright cloak stood out against the snow. There were tracks of a troll nearby, so if you are missing anything, it is likely the trolls have it. You had best be careful when traveling. In the Fimbulwinter, there are fierce wolves and trolls about, and all of them hungry.
Yeah, no, it's surprisingly intricate on the stuff that this game has.
I would like to buy some of your wares.
I craft the finest weapons and armor in this land. What is it that you need?
He basically won't sell me anything because I'm a sorceress, but he will sell me a dagger.
Do you have a dagger for close combat?
These handcrafted daggers make an excellent melee weapon, and they can serve as a tool to skin animal hide.
Which is why I got it. But also to get the meat. And you can bargain.
Surely you are not Syrian.
But I suck at it because I'm a sorceress. So he wants 8, I'll give him 8.
Done.
Oh, I don't need to buy anything else, something else.
Let us speak.
May your blade always...
Okay, this up here, the wave of heat washes over you as you step into Volan's smithy. The master craftsman has been working hard to keep Fornsictuna supplied with much needed weaponry and tools throughout the harsh winter. This thing up here vanishes later on when you're looking for eyes. Cannot reach it from here. Besides, you think Volan would object to your taking it. I have a feeling he's a keeper of one of those 2 eyes, and I think that's one of them. But you can't do anything with it because you don't know anything about it right now. So I know for a fact that that door I can't go into, so I'm not even trying. Oh, shit. I just saw the bird. Bird! So you cast your spell at the bird and you just chase it off. But sometimes it causes your magic to go up a point. So I just cast spells at birds. And I don't care about them. Your strength and endurance will go up just for walking around in the snow.
You have no business here.
Well,
How can I help you?
Please
tell me about yourself.
I am a soldier of 13JAN2020 in the fields here of Jarl Ilfing.
You didn't understand a word I just said? Why?
What is 13JAN2020 like?
13JAN2020 is the capital of this region and a powerful trade city between the forest and the vast seas. The walls were put up by Odin Greybeard himself and stand strong against all the wolves and trolls in the region.
The frost giant made a mention to the ogre or the troll at the beginning, the two-headed troll, that he was supposed to be looking for the eyes. I don't fully understand what the eyes are, but I know that there are two guardians for the eyes. One is a tall man and one's a short man. I don't know who they are, but I have a feeling he's one of them.
What can I find in Jarnvadir?
If it is tall tales you want, I suggest you visit the Sleipnir Inn around sunset.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Can I go in here? Or what?
You have no business.
But okay, goodbye. What am I supposed to do? Sign over the door indicates as a provision merchant. The sign on the door indicates it has been closed for a while. Cute snowman lightens up the otherwise drab and quiet corner of 13JAN2020.
How can I help?
Oh my god.
You look a lot like the last guard I spoke to.
Are you saying all people from this country look alike to you? I find that rather insulting.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Thank you for your...
You're welcome.
You look a lot like the last guard. I found a bird I could have cast on. His son is a giraffe. You imagine he qualifies for a tall man. What is that? Oh, it's dripping. Set in the back wall are two huge barrels that would require several people to put into place. They smell of strong drink.
You must be the new traveler in town. Hervor has told me about you and your ordeal in the snow.
I have a theory about her now, but I'm not going to say what it is.
It is good to see a new face and news from the rest of the world. And
I'll try
so
attacking
I bid you welcome to the Sleipnir Tavern.
Please tell me about yourself.
My name is Lithrasir. I run the Sleipnir Inn, meaning I keep the people in town here happy in the face of Ragnarok through judicious application of alcohol.
Yeah, the game definitely was making fun of itself for the guard portraits.
Sleipnir is the eight-legged steed of Odin Single-Eyed. Loki, forger of evil, had hired a mighty frost giant to construct a keep for him. But the Jotun would only be paid if the task was done within 3 seasons. So, to ensure the Jotun's work would run late, Loki the Sly turned himself into a mare to distract the Jotun's horse from helping him. The plan worked, and the Jotun left without payment. But as a result, Loki the Giant's Thief gave birth to the horse Sleipnir.
What can you tell me about the city?
Lots of things. If you want to know, being a barkeep means you hear all the tales. Some people get very talkative in my inn if they do not pass out or drink too many.
Tell me of Voland the smith.
The local smith frequently comes to the Sleipnir Inn for a drink and some gambling. A good enough fellow, if a bit quiet for my taste. Hervor is really happy with him.
You heard the way she said that.
What do you know about Hervor?
Hervor is my closest friend here in 13JAN2020, and she runs the Adventurers Guild. I promise you, the two of us would never gossip about you.
What? That's really weird.
Surely you have met Jaime.
Of course I have.
Hello,
He is
Darkenling.
the light of the town, with his enthusiasm and his wooden sword. I bet he would charge straight at a dragon if we had any.
What do you know of Munarvigir?
Oh, the people from Munavagir are nice enough. At least one of them is.
Did you need a letter delivered?
Yes, I do. There are not many people traversing the forest in the Fimbulwinter, and some of us have gotten it into our heads that Munavagir is somehow our enemy. So, I would like you to find your way through all the evil snow, talk to the oh-so-scary humans in Munavagir, and give this letter to the resident healer. Lip is his name.
Oh my god, this lady.
What can you tell me of the forest?
I have traveled through the woods a few times, but am not an expert. I find the Holt near Munavagir very beautiful.
I don't want to buy any of her wares.
I would like to buy some.
You are welcome to them. What?
She drink, mead, stamina, cooking herbs, rations. I don't know what the cooking herbs do, but they're really expensive, so I'm not going to worry about it. I don't need the potions in general right now.
I wish you good health.
Be careful out there. Yonvadir is dangerous, and the winter is cold.
So I'm just gonna leave it. I can't sell her anything that I have right now. She also will not buy any alcohol, I find, which is really weird to me. Because if you fight bandits, they a lot of times, if they don't drop money, they'll drop mead. And mead is good enough for keeping yourself a little warm in the winter. And it's, I don't know what else it does, honestly. Can I go in?
You have no bit.
Thanks. Yep. Willpower went up. I missed and it flew away. Okay. So we're gonna save. Okay, I already explored. Let's see if we can sleep a little.
I shall leave you in peace.
Yeah, get the hell out of here, woman. Yeah, leave your entire building while we take a nap. Find yourself a warm spot near the fireplace and fall asleep on the rug. We're only gonna sleep for... Oh wait, no, I think it automatically advances the story.
Is there anything you need, hero lady?
Get the hell out of here, giraffe boy.
No, thank you. I am just exhausted and need some sleep.
You can save our city tomorrow. I'm sure you will. Pleasant dreams.
I can see you, Troll. What are you doing here?
What?
He has seen through our cunning hiding place.
Now we must kill him.
Is that so? My mighty sword can fell a tree in a single stroke.
No, it can't.
When I charge into battle, I kill 3 men with every cut of my blade, and 2 more with my heavy shield. I have fought a dragon, cut off its claws, and made it eat its own tail. I am Sigurd, son of Sigmund, and I fear no troll.
He talks big for a human.
This shall be fun.
Know this, human. We punch through mountains with a swing of our fist.
We have wrestled with the great Jormungand and tied him in a knot.
We scare away kittens by smiling at them.
What was that?
A mighty boast. Oh, yes.
You do not impress anyone by talking about puny kittens.
We can chase off small children.
Shut up. Now the human will laugh at us.
But we can still kill him.
Yes, for this is the human we seek.
The one who has the left eye.
The master shall be pleased with us again. Are you going to talk to yourself all night?
Do not be impatient, puny human.
We shall kill you now, and take the left eye from your bleeding corpse.
Oh, yes.
You wake up the next morning feeling refreshed but distraught about your vision-like dream about the troll. Okay. And yes, I've tried taking that shiny thing that's on the wall. You can't grab it.
My lady, the Jarl Ilfing wishes to speak to you in his castle.
But I want to kill them. As I just smack a bird with magic. The dog! You feel you need some more practice to get your aim straight. What the hell was that? How dare you hurt the damn dog?
In the name of Jarl Ilfing, you are under
life imprisonment for attacking the dog. That's what you get. Life imprisonment. I really need to talk.
You're the one the Jarl said. I think that stopping the Thimblewinter is a man's job.
Why attack it? Because of Maya.
Tell me who you are.
I am dismayed to learn that my reputation does not precede me.
Your name is Snorri, no.
The name is Snorri.
Oh god.
A loyal clansman to Ilfing, captain of the guard, and connoisseur extraordinaire of fine drinks.
And also of cheap drinks, when his money for the better ones runs out.
Because she's right here.
And since you seem to be the adventuring type, perhaps I even have a task for you. A quest, if you will.
And what is that?
Ah, so nice of you to ask. You see, a gemstone that belonged to my father has gone missing. It is an heirloom of sorts. I am greatly attached to it.
I don't remember this quest.
I would highly appreciate it if you could recover it for me.
I shall see what I can do. What can you tell me about the city?
The shining star of Yanvidir. Just look around you and admire its build and its history. Although it is getting short of food right now, you could surely use one of Thor Giant Slayer's magical goats that can be eaten each evening and grow back during the night.
Yeah.
Is there someone in particular you...
Why, Snorri, it would almost seem you are gossiping.
This is what happens when you have multiple characters on the same screen.
Perish the thought, Literacy, dearest. I could never do your job for you.
Tell me of Voland the Smith.
Voland Arkvidsson is a good man, and the weaponsmith for von Sigtuna. He lives in the east part of town with his wife and son.
What do you know about Hervor?
There, Hervor runs the guild house, and takes care of all the eager young would-be adventurers we get here.
Who's planning on painting bathrooms gray? That's horrible.
She is not from von Sigtuna. Voland the blacksmith brought her here when they married. Do not be fooled by that frail figure of hers. I've seen her break a man's arm before.
Surely you have met Jaime.
No, ours is not gray. Ours is a cream colored. What is wrong with you?
Little Jaime is the child of Voland and Hervor. He wants to be a mighty warrior someday. Just like, well, me. I've given him a practice sword and he works out with it daily. I think he even wanders around at night looking for things to guard.
What do you think of Lithrasir?
She's right here. She's gonna say something.
Our Lady Lithrasir keeps the clouds away with her smile and draws the Aesir to our town with her cooking.
You flatter me, old scoundrel, but you'll still pay for your drinks like everyone else.
Ah, see how she breaks my heart with her cruel words.
I think your liver is all I am breaking tonight.
Let us speak of the woodlands.
If you wish to hear about Yanvidir,
Oh, buddy.
come to the right person. As captain of the guard, I hear all the soldiers' tales.
Are the trolls dangerous?
Frankly, yes, to all but the most experienced warriors. Their most powerful blow is easy to dodge, because you can see it coming from a mile away. But whenever they block something, they tend to be quick to make a counterattack that you should be ready for. Since their wounds have a tendency to close while they're fighting, your best bet is a heavy weapon that makes big gashes, like a battle axe.
Is it close the door to the computer room and Bodhi's trying to open it? And he's just opening it in tiny little increments.
Let us speak.
You should stay here with us. Pretending to be a hero is just going to get you killed.
No. Because we gotta go talk to the Jarl.
You may enter the audience room of Jarl Ilfing.
Free him? I think he made his way out already. You step into the Jarl's austere yet impressive throne room. The twin banners of Fornsigtugna and Clan Ilfing adorn the walls, flanked by fluttering torches. The Jarl sits on his throne awaiting your presence, his symbolic key of office hanging proudly beside him. Oh, is that what that is?
In the name of Odin the Wise, we bid you welcome to Fornsigtugna.
No, we're gonna talk to the wizard after this.
Yes, my lord.
I am Ilfing, third of that name, Jarl of Fornsigtugna, and Warden of Jan-Vidir. At my side is Orvander, Sage of the Northern Lights, and Keeper of the Rites.
At your service, which I hope is serviceable.
What is your name?
I am Dilly, aspiring mystic and wielder of the
I am an
whatever.
aspiring mystic and wielder of the seed.
The seed. Snoring more like Bori. His name is already an insult, but you're not quite that lazy.
It is always good to meet another initiate who is initiated in the mystical arts that I am meeting. I would be happy to discuss talking about our magical prowess later, which would make me happy.
Of late, Fornsigtugna is troubled. The winter has been far longer and colder than normal, and the city is running out of food and supplies. The woods of Jan-Vidir around us are becoming dangerous. Wolves, trolls, and undead are on the prowl, and there have been sightings of giants. The people are starting to call this the Fimbulvinter, which is prophesied to last until the world ends. However, we fear the cold may be magical in origin.
I have used my magic to seek out where the source of the winter is coming from. It appears that a powerful spellcaster seems to be behind this winter's origin. But this spellcaster is casting spells to shield himself from my seeking, which is why my seeking spell cannot find this shielded spellcaster.
Therefore, we decided to find an ally of courage and skill to investigate our problems, and to aid us against the trolls, ere we all freeze of winter. And so, we ask for your aid. When I heard of your arrival yesterday, I told my guards to send you here first thing in the morning. Will you accept this charge?
Oh, I knew you guys, there would be a love-hate relationship with that wizard.
Very good. I am told you are staying at the Adventurers Guildhouse. You may reside there for as long as you need.
Ilfing, what a name.
I shall have some rations delivered there, although the city has little food to spare. However, I do not think a true adventurer would have trouble finding food.
Hi, Ori Bird.
Magical preparation. I have prepared a magic scroll with the magic of the Vatir's blessing, which shall serve as a map of your travels and map them magically.
Thank you. Will this map also allow me to teleport to other places?
No, it is not that powerful. You are a traveling heroine, so you should expect to do some traveling, so you can do heroic deeds while you travel. However, the map will tell you where to go, so that you can go where the map tells you to. I would be interested to speak to you about magic later, and talk about that, as well as riddles, which are my hobby. My study is on the top floor of the castle, where we can discuss this later in my study.
That will be all. We wish you safe travels, and hope to speak to you later when you have something important to report.
Yes, my lord.
Yes, he does do riddles. The problem is you need to have found the answer to the riddles in order to progress. I have yet to find a riddle answer. So, I can attempt to go up there, but he's not there until he goes up there. No, thank you. Because he literally has a magical barrier and I can't go up there. So, in case you haven't realized, he is basically the Department of Redundancy. Welcome to the Department of Redundancy.
I sense that you have grown in power. causing your magical powers to grow because of your growing understanding of magic. I am happy to see this growth.
It's the redundant department of redundancy.
How may I be of assistance on this Thor's Day? Or can I otherwise help by assisting you?
You're gonna make you all listen to him.
What is Von Sigtuna like?
Von Sigtuna is the city that we live in, which is called Von Sigtuna. It contains numerous houses in which people live, as well as the castle where the Jarl of Von Sigtuna lives. The Jarl who lives in the castle is named Ylfing, and I am in the service of Jarl Ylfing of Von Sigtuna. Jarl Ylfing is the Jarl of this city, and is a descendant of the clan Ylfing, who have traditionally ruled Von Sigtuna as its Jarl. There are numerous people in this city about which I could spread gossip, but since doing so would be spreading gossip, I choose not to share information with you about the numerous people in this city,
Oh my
lest
God.
I become known as a gossip.
I read that you're in need of herbs.
I read that you are in need of herbs.
Being a somewhat skilled alchemist, I employ my alchemy to brew potions to restore my magical power, or mana. These potions are known as mana potions, and are both potable and potent.
God.
However, I find I am lacking a particular ingredient, which I currently lack, and which is a necessary ingredient for my potable potions of magical mana. This ingredient is known as Artemisia vulgaris, or more commonly known as mugwort. If you know this ingredient, please locate me a suitable supply, so that I can use this to supply my alchemy with ingredients.
Okay, hold on.
I wish you good health.
Best of luck in your travels, sorceress. Although you do not need luck while traveling, because as a sorceress, you will have sorcery at your disposal during your travels.
There's a reason why I did that. So, as a reminder, quest Snorri equals gemstone. Quest 2 wizard equals mugwort, because I know mugwort you can find. You can also delete this. Okay.
Good day to you, traveler, and I hope the day is good to you. I find it good on my day to meet another practitioner of the good arts today.
Never stop talking to
Now,
this
may I be
man.
of assistance on this Thor's Day, or can I otherwise help by assisting you?
What can I find in Yarnvadir?
Since Von Sigtuna lies within a forest, the city is surrounded by a forest. You cannot usually see this forest because there are trees that get in the way of your view of the forest. The forest is known as Yarnvadir, or the Iron Wood. This name is a contradiction, since wood is not made of iron, which it contradicts. But perhaps whoever named this forest simply likes to play golf in the forest.
Oh my god.
If you would know details of the forest called Yarnvadir, which is the forest in which Von Sigtuna is located, then please ask me details about this forest.
What do you know about trolls?
Most well known of the trolls is Thrivoldi, who is a two-headed troll who roams the forest with his two heads. It is said that one head is named Thri, and the other of his two heads is named Voldi. Although this would lead to a quarrel between the two heads of the troll regarding which head should claim which part of the name Thrivoldi. It is said that Thrivoldi is in the service of Egtha, a frost giant who is the master of the two-headed troll.
This is killing you. It's a beautiful.
Please tell me about yourself.
I am Orvindel, Sage of the Northern Lights and Keeper of the Rites, and occasionally Keeper of the Northern Lights and Sage of the Rites, but only on occasion.
God.
Aside from keeping rites, I use my sage advice to advise Jarl Ylfing about ritual matters, and when it matters to be sagacious, I aim to do the right thing.
Oh my god.
You told me riddles are your hobby.
Indeed, I told you that my hobby is riddles, for riddles are indeed my hobby. Let us play the game of riddles, which is a game in which we exchange riddles. Since I am looking for a challenge, you will need to travel to find more riddles to challenge me with. If your challenge is a riddle for which I have no answer, I shall instead answer you with a reward for your riddling. So, you're playing the ancient game of riddles, which is a set of ancient riddles played as a game. Since these are ancient, you are not allowed to make up your own answer. You must learn the ancient answer from someone who knows the game of old. My riddle for you, which I will give to you now, is the following. What coat can only be put on when wet?
It's gotta be a coat of paint.
Then you must seek out the answer by
clicked
searching for it until you have sought well and know the answer.
She basically says, I do not know.
I am curious what magic you have for sale.
Since you ask me what I sell, I could sell you a magic potion or two, which are potions that I have created through magic. If you have the talent, I can also sell you a spell of shadow and a spell of flame.
No worries.
These require the talent of magic to use. And since you are a practitioner of the arts, there is an artful game that I could show you about the arts that would help you practition them.
I don't think I can afford the spell anymore because of what I did.
I am interested in the flame spell.
The flame aura spell will create an aura of flame around you. This aura is primarily useful in combat, as the flames of the aura will repel or even hurt an enemy trying to wound you through the aura. In addition, this aura of fire can set things on fire, and its display of fire looks great at parties. Since this is a warrior town that is run by warriors, I am happy to meet a fellow spellcaster who is not a warrior, but who casts spells instead of warrioring. Therefore, I shall give you this spell to cast for free.
Oh, he did. He gave it to me for free. Okay. Okay, I'm fine with that. So, the other thing with the flame spell I found out, it does keep you warm in the cold, so it does help for lasting, but I think your capability in casting it actually determines how long it lasts.
Tell me about the shadow spell.
Flame, oh, because I unlocked it.
Never fear if you need to escape from some creature that you are afraid of. The shadow spell creates an illusory duplicate of you and compels the creature that you fear to focus its attention on the illusion rather than on you, enabling you to escape from its fearful presence.
20. I don't have enough. This is what I need.
I need something to keep me warm.
Certainly. I have this magical device that will magically keep you warm if you place the device magically around your neck. It is made from real wool, very magical.
You mean a scarf?
Well, actually it is a scarf, and it will keep you warm as a scarf, which is almost like magic, except that instead of using magic, you can use a scarf.
20. I need to get this. It makes your life out in the forest so much easier. Okay, I'm not getting an empty flask because I don't know what to do with it. I can't do the game. Even though I'd like to show it to you guys, it's not worth it because I need another spell in order to actually play it. You need 2 new spells for every level that you do.
I wish you good health.
Best of luck in your travels, sorceress. Although you do not need luck while traveling, because as a sorceress, you will have sorcery at your disposal during your travels.
Well then.
It would take years to study all the wisdom in these books, which would be very studious, bookish years.
Wool is warm and itchy. You can't wait to wear your wool socks.
This is my secret ingredient, which is a secret. It is also secret what it is an ingredient for, you know.
What? Several ornate vases decorate the room. You aren't entirely sure whether they serve some mystical purpose or are merely containers for water. Strange-looking head adorns the fireplace. Rather than being severed from some unfortunate creature, it appears to have been wrought out of clay. Nothing but a nice big fire to ward off the winter cold. This appears to be a historical document describing a young sorcerer with a lightning-shaped scar on his forehead who searches for a stone at a magical school. If you were to pick this up, you probably wouldn't stop reading until you finished all 7 parts, and by then it would be too late for your heroics in this world. God.
Alas, I have not yet found the legendary Philosopher's Stone of Legend, and also of the philosophers. Perhaps I should ask my good friend Mumblemore, who is my friend.
Oh my god.
Alas, I have found or traded for many esoteric objects, which I have found to study the esotericism of these objects. A catalog will become forthcoming in the future.
You know this.
The stars indicate that our heavy winter is caused by a large evil entity of winter, which is written in the stars.
The game is fantastic. On the shelf on the far wall is an ornamental dinner plate as well as predictably more books. On the wall is a very detailed and lifelike painting of a tree, its roots and branches stretching in all directions. The word Yggdrasil is elegantly carved into the frame. You can almost see the leaves wave around in the picture. I don't think there's anything else I can do in there. Snorri works downstairs in the dungeon, so we don't need to go there. Oh, but there was... If I click off the screen, because it automatically comes in window mode, it just pauses everything. There's... Here. Save. Nothing important. Heavy wooden desk stands near the wall. You suppose its drawers contain prisoner records, but in practice seems mostly used as a footrest. This is a tinderbox?
Interested in our tinderbox? Ah, you can take it for your mighty heroine.
I don't need it because I got this. Might as well. So, again, Flame Aura is at 8, Magic Dart is at 16. The higher these are, the better. You just get better with stuff. So on top of that, so you have your inventory, you have the spellcast submenu, which is also C, and action submenu. Walking, running. I'm guessing one of these is stealth and stuff that's like thieves and warriors, but then there's rest for an hour, sleep for the night, and then the weapons that you have equipped, along with map of the area. All we can see is this area right now because we have to go adventuring. You do not approve of this Weezord? You're like in the minority in the group, though. People approve of these Weezord. Click. Okay. A mysterious glow seems to come from somewhere to the west. You feel drawn toward it as by magic or perhaps fate. This took me a long time to get to this part when I was playing the game initially. You seem to have found the source of the mysterious glow, but what is it? I don't know. Let's see if we can do that. Oh my god. Oh, I can attack the snowman. Can I set him on fire? No, not really. See a molten mess of twigs and a carrot. Nothing like the proud snowman that used to stand here. You tend to be a vocal minority. I'm fine with that. Ew, what a mess. Well. Do you want me to just melt all the snowmen everywhere? Because there are a few of them.
Enter.
Earth.
Be welcome.
Verthandi.
We were expecting you.
And Skuld.
Mortal woman.
I think they're essentially like the
mortal
Fates.
Born.
What do you call yourself?
I wish I had named myself Vagina again. I am Dilly, Vala, the Initiate, and Wielder of the Seed.
I am a Vala Initiate and Wielder of the Seed.
She speaks so angrily.
Boastful words.
Shall you live up to them? Fate will know.
O'er people's dwellings, we three descend of Makdosir's maidens.
Laws we made there, and life allotted to the sons of man, and set their fates.
While Bralan's towns were trembling all, there the golden threads of fate we wove, and in the moon's hall, fast we made them.
I think they are
We
essentially
are
the Morgan.
Norns. I am Earth, who sees the past.
I am Verthandi, who watches the present.
I am Skuld, who guards the future.
Speak now, mortal.
Talk, you, who seeks heroism.
Ask, and glimpse your fate.
Why have I been called here?
You have the makings of a heroine, and with time, you may prove yourself worthy of that title.
That it?
Already you have seen a vision of a man imperiled. More shall follow, so that you can come to their aid.
It was such a vision that led you here, where fate needs you. The sorcerer Aruvandel was but a focus.
What endangers this realm?
Ages ago, the gods of Asgard, led by Odin Thunderer, fought the frost giants and drove them off to Jotunheim.
Many of the giants made peace with the Aesir gods and accepted their defeat. Others sharpen their axes and seek revenge.
One of their number traveled to Asgard in peace and became friend of Thor the Terrible and blood brother to Odin One-Eye. His name was Loki the Crafty.
But Loki Laufeyson was a trickster and played his pranks recklessly. He cut off the golden hair of Thor's wife Sif and had the goddess Idun kidnapped by the giant Thiassi.
I need to get comfortable. My back is hurting.
When Loki's machinations caused the death of Odin's son, Baldur, the wise Odin was enraged. He took Loki, forger of evil, to the darkest depths of Svartalfheim and bound him there for the ages.
And there he lies still, bound by the entrails of his son, endlessly tortured by a venomous snake. The wrath of Odin the Hooded is a terrible thing.
But other giants still roam the worlds who have sworn revenge on the gods. One of them lives in the woods of Yarndir.
His name is Ecthir the Jotun. He has caused the great Fimbulwinter that ravages the land. He seeks to free Loki the Bound, and requires the eyes of Thiassi to do so.
Should Ecthir succeed, then Loki Wolfsfather shall lead the giants into direct war with the gods, which can only have one outcome.
Ragnarok.
Twilight of the gods.
The end of the world.
Where are the big cheese gods like Odin and Zeus always such jerks?
Where lies my fate?
As a sorceress, you walk the path of Odin, god of runes. Through your wisdom and the magic of the seed, you can always prevail.
Your journeys will take you to the village of Munavagir, and from there, to other worlds, until you return to Yarnvadir to duel Ecthir in the arcane arts.
Seek out all secrets, and eventually even the Aesir shall ask your advice. Fail and your soul shall be cast to the endless mists of Niflheim.
Who will win the 2014 Olympics?
Do not mock us, little mortal.
The fate of the 9 worlds hangs in the balance.
However, the Dutch will win 3 gold medals.
I thank you, O Norns.
Safe travels, initiate of the Vala.
Seek out the Valkyrie Brynhild for advice. She lies bound in Yarnvadir.
We shall meet again.
Find yourself outside in the cold. Looking behind you, you see a house that has been disused for years, its front door bricked up. You wonder if your encounter with the Norns was at all real. Okay. Oh, shoot. I did the click off of it again. Okay, so at this point, we're gonna have to start mapping out. You missed and it flew away, that's fine. So, okay. So what I'm gonna do is stream in woods. That's what I used to do when I was going into the woods. So I'm going into the woods. And we are going to do some fighting and hopefully getting some money. Because I need to map out the area in order to actually proceed any further. You search the plants for some useful herbs, you don't find anything, but it feels good, like good practice anyways. Does it give me practice? So, if you see here, this whole map, here's our next objective. So it does give us an idea where we have to go, even though it doesn't necessarily say what we have to do. It will give you an idea of who to talk to. But this entire map can be uncovered. And there are multiple realms as far as I can tell. And this is why you have to uncover it, because there's an up, like, where is this going? It doesn't look like it goes anywhere. Oh. This is where it happened. Find yourself at the mountain pass leading into the valley of Yarnvadir. You don't think it's safe to go back this way until the snow clears. You believe you lost your backpack here, but there's no sign of it. It's likely that some creatures took it with him. You've heard that trolls are notorious scavengers. Okay. Because we're kind of lacking on food. Even though we can go back and grab rations, all we basically have is a carrot. And time will move. And the longer we're away from the village, the colder it gets. So eventually you'll see the cold thing pop up, and we don't want it to drop. If your cold meter drops all the way, it starts eating into your health. Well done, you got it. And I don't think I can actually skin it. It seems body is not interested in the dagger. What? It seems body is not interested in the dagger. Body? What? Okay. Here, go this way. Hi, Josie. Embedded in the trunk of a tree is a brightly gleaming sword with a majestic rune engraved hilt. I know about the sword, we haven't heard about it yet. It's stuck. You need to be a true hero to pull the sword out. We'll end up learning about it. I'm not going to go into details about it just because I know about it from playing previously. But look how cold you get very quickly. This is a lot slower when you have a scarf on. Let's not go this way. I didn't know I got all... Oh yeah, I did get all the way over there. Jeez. Bodies are referring to the dead body of the rabbit. It's a really odd wording. Here we go. Alright. Magic! Magic! Ow! Magic! Shit. God damn it! Magic. Okay. We have some problems here. Okay. Oh, let's try this again. Should probably save a little more off on. Maybe cast a spell at it before it hits us. I just want to explore stuff. Because a raven hit it. I don't know if we need to discover... Sometimes you need to discover things. That's why I did that. To make sure I had it. Okay, we'll go this way. You've chosen poorly. It's harder in the beginning than it is later on. It does get easier as time goes on. Like, as your stats increase, your health will increase. The more you use the magic dart spell, the more damage it actually does. I got to the point where I was almost one-shotting those wolves. So let's see. I want to see this because laying eyes on it means I can now, like, talk to villagers about it. And it takes, like, no time to save, so I don't mind going into the save menu to do it. And I think that may count as a hit. Ow. No. Oh my god. We killed a wolf! But it's the same. Are there multiple characters in this game? There's multiple ways you can play it. But no, there are not multiple characters. They're all the same girl. With some difficulty, you manage to skin the dead animal, taking its pelt with you. Of course, you also find edible pieces of meat and cut those out too. It's nothing important to use the dagger on. Okay, I've never gotten the skin before. So you should be able to sell that. So in the next town, there is someone that I can sell stuff to. But if you notice how cold my character is getting, I can't really go very far. So we're gonna go over one more so we get an extra map screen. Now, if I want to, don't have enough mana left. How much mana? Oh, geez. It's really low. You are so exhausted that it hurts to move. You better get some rest soon. Hervor, we need to get inside before we die horribly. How much health do I have? 7 health. Jeez. Gotta get that magical scarf, you seriously. Okay, so for those of you wondering how to deal with this, very simple. Action, rest for an hour. It restores everything. You sit down and rest for an hour or so, taking a short break from adventuring. It doesn't do as well if you're out. Oh wait, I guess it doesn't do perfectly well in here either. Here. Can you just stand? Just sit in the middle of the doorway. They're all like, "Why are you here?" Don't click off of things. She's like leaving. She's like, "I'm done." Okay, stream. Okay. Wait, am I overweight? I am. I wonder if it's that pelt. Because I've never done the pelts before. Okay, so first things first. The raw meat, we're gonna cook. Cook your meat on the fire until it looks edible. It's a heavy pelt, you know? Yeah, well, as she gets strength, it becomes easier. Yeah, look how much that was. A letter. We needed to keep the letter at some point, so. And she has leather armor. It's the most she's ever gonna wear. Okay, we have to keep her from going out. Gotta go on a diet. Well, as she goes out and does things, it'll be easier. I'm gonna try and do some more mapping. It's gonna be hard to actually move the game forward until you can get to the point where you can map. So the other village, because I've done this before, is actually right around here. So it's a decent walk. Tonight is gonna suck. You have to stay awake. Why do you have to stay awake all night? It's pretty horrible. Okay. Okay, we're gonna go. There's nothing important. Well, I know. That's why we're going this way. Okay, good luck, seriously. Staying awake all night is a pain. I think this is the graveyard up here. Yeah. Solid slab of stone bars the entry to the burial mound. It would surely be locked to keep intruders from getting in or to keep the dead from getting out. This tombstone intentionally left blank. Here lies Boromir, son of Denethor. It took no less than 50 arrows. Cedric Diggory, who entered a graveyard alive and left it dead. Oh. Okay, getting those up is good. You will always miss the birds. On the grave is written, "Here lies Uralg the Necromancer, or so we hope. His last 3 graves proved unable to hold him." It says, Walrus Mumblemore, son of Centaurdor, slain by Drape, who finally got tired of his continual mumbling. May Larry avenge him. Albus Dumbledore, slain by Snape, finally got tired. I don't remember who the son was. He got tired of his continual mumbling. May Harry avenge him. Ha 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 ha. Grave says Ingeld, who fought at Heroine. Gravestone reads, Stag, son of Dellinger and brother to Sigrun, fell in duty to his Jarl. The grave of Hagbard, son of Hamund, hanged by his father of his beloved Signy, who took her life as he died, worthy of the Einherjar. The crude carving on the stone reads, Rashek Skullcrusher, war leader, fierce and true. Okay, we're gonna go. Oh, wait. Save in the woods. We don't trust this to not die. Harry Potter's strong in this. Honestly, I've only seen like a handful of Harry Potter references. I think we've seen them all. There's a lot of Sierra adventure game jokes in here. I mean, you'd expect it for those of you who know about the Sierra Adventure games, considering they were like big in the heyday. Sierra Adventure games, Sierra was the company that did the King's Quest series, Quest for Glory, Space Quest. What else did they do? They did, what's the other one? Is it Gabriel Knight? Did Sierra do Gabriel Knight? I don't remember if they did that one. Phantasmagoria, that was Roberta Williams. I think it was a project of hers. But that was a horror-based one. Yeah, no, we know Cedric Diggory is a character. There are a lot of those. Okay. Frozen bird leans against the flowers. It's covered in ice with a startled expression on its face. Looks like these flowers aren't as friendly as they look. Patch of bright blue flowers grows on the rocky ledge. They glow eerily amidst the snow, giving an unnatural feel to the place. You find yourself in a clearing where the forest gives way to a rough rock outcropping. Trees surround you in all directions, and a patch of azure flowers catches your eyes. I think I can go over this way. Sci-fi got beaten up. Ooh. Sci-fi roots. Cut. I missed it. How Sci-Fi helped you beat up Sci-Fi? What craziness is this? How come I can't fight anything else? Come on. Kill the bunny. Well done, you got it. And yet we got nothing for it. Here, just go up this way. Oh no. I think we hit him. I think they're a pain in the ass, but I don't remember. He's trying to throw dirt. Stop. Stop it. Ow. Oh, he blocked it. Ow! It's blocking it. Stop it. That's what you get. Do I like strategy games at all? It depends on what kind of strategy game. Sometimes. What do I get? Briefly search the carts for useful items, but you find nothing of interest. Skin him! 8 health. 9 health. Somehow we have health. But yeah, sometimes I like strategy games. It depends on what it is. I'm half and half on them sometimes. I don't hate them, but I don't gravitate towards them heavily. Let's see. Now, I don't believe... Here, let's rest for an hour. Sit down and rest for an hour or so. Have I ever heard of Dungeons? I have heard of Dungeons. I have not played Dungeons. That was made in the same vein as Dungeon Keeper, wasn't it? I'm gonna try and take this, because I want to see if I can sell these to... What's her name? Did my strength actually go up to where I can carry these? No, actually I can't tell. No, she's heavy. Well, hello. Goodbye. Her strength went up just because of that. Where is he going? Hit it. You missed and it flies away. I don't know if she'll buy anything off of me, but I'm kind of curious. Let me see. Seems Lithusir is not interested in the Varg pelt. Are you interested in the meat? With all the traveling you'll be... Oh yeah, you can't sell meat because meat is supposed to be for your eating. Damn it. I don't know if the blacksmith would be interested in the pelt. Don't question where the wizard is heading. He can handle himself, and if he can't, then good riddance. Well, no, it's because where they go tends to help with certain puzzles sometimes. That's why I was wondering where the heck he was going. Because I don't remember him ever going in that direction. Like, Snorri's right here. Though I don't feel like I need to talk to him right now. Oh, look, it's the whole family. He's not interested. What about you? You're not interested. What about you? He's not interested. Great. I'm gonna have to carry this pelt all the way to the southeast town. We have no money. It's such a pain in the ass. So the easiest way to make money, kill trolls. And I don't want to do that right now because they're really strong, but they do have a tendency to have like 10 silver on them. Or coins or whatever the hell it is. Looks like the same concept of dungeons. You build your dungeon, get minions, and kill people on the map while you defend your dungeon, but dungeon has a nice humor. Yeah. So did Dungeon Keeper, from what I know of it. So we're gonna keep... Weren't we supposed to get rations from somewhere? Wasn't the Jarl supposed to give us rations? Or maybe it was Hervor. I don't know. Okay. Save. Stream 1. Let's go back out. I'm a little worried about going back out, but we're still gonna do this. Because we really, really, really... I'm gonna try and map out a little bit more. It is possible to get out there and do mapping. It's just hard. Casting spells on occasion helps, but I don't want to, like, look at my mana. It's really low. Hello, goodbye. We're not gonna hurt you. And okay, we're gonna go down. You've only played Dungeons 3, but it has co-op. If you're thinking about like me and Isaac, the problem is like I'm more open to playing games than Isaac is. Isaac's very, very particular about certain ones, obviously. I don't know if he would like it, but I'm always open to seeing other games that he and I can play together because it's hard enough to find them half the time. Cast. Hit it. Ow. Ow. No, stop it. I have, like, no magic to work with. Ow. Bad Varg. Ow! Oh my god, get back to town! Oh my god, agility went up. We have, like, no magic left! You attempt to skin the Dart Varg, but the dead pelt, it's too damaged from combat and of no use to you. However, you are able to cut out enough pieces of edible meat to make a meal for yourself. I'm fine with that. I am so fine with that. Okay, all we have to do is just go up. Oh no. I'm not ragging on you, honey. Oh my god. 120 Brad is not being rude. He's not. He's actively giving a suggestion on a game. I have looked at Dungeon. I don't know if I want to play it, but I will say that I've looked at it enough that I should probably just put it on my wish list for when it goes on sale. The fact that it's co-op is nice enough. It's kind of like one of those games where I'd probably get it if I really liked it. I would show it to Isaac just to see if he'd be interested in it, just to see if he'd be willing to play it with. Yeah, but I have no idea how he'd feel about it. I know the basics of it. I don't know if he knows anything about them. For the King is a co-op strategy game. I own For the King. I actually want to play it more, and I actually want him to take a look at it and see if he'd like it. I feel like he might, because I think you can be a merchant in it. I feel like it's supposed to be that, and I do know that it plays really well. Okay, I'm scared going out right now, because I don't know if it's too late. The hog whatever is not here, so... maybe it's not that bad. It's getting late. Being out at night is bad. No, we're going back. This is bad. This is bad. Here, this is what we could do. Fire. There. Put them in the game suggestions too, because then we can keep an eye on them. I need to really seriously go through the game suggestions. You search the plants for useful herbs. Give me herbalism. It doesn't. I know that For the King is relatively hard to play. I do know that. What am I carrying on me? Another raw meat. Of which you can feed the meat to the dogs. Oh, now she's hungry. Nom 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 nom. Sleep until dawn. Just sleep. Find yourself a warm spot near the fireplace and fall asleep. So the game progresses based upon doing certain quests. My main quest right now, several hours later, you wake up much refreshed. This obviously is to save him, which will get me to the other town. That's gonna take me a little bit. Gay sex is always a plus. Isaac would play those adventure games if they had gay sex. I mean, not gonna lie, he's like, some of the games he's been playing lately, it's just gayness everywhere. And I'm not gonna say anything horrible about them because they don't look like horrible games. But yeah. What was that one game that you really like? Oh, the snow makes her colder faster too. Just so you guys know. What was the one game that you really like, honey? The starts with a B, and no, it's not Bara. With all the Bara guys in it though. the 2D strategy RPG game. Which again, not necessarily his type, but Robin Morningwood is a great game. Yeah, that's what he's been playing lately. You see some rabbit tracks disappearing into the undergrowth. The willow branches rustle pleasantly in the breeze. They have a feeling that this tree is much older than the rest of the forest. There's a quest you get later on where you have to get some of the bark off this tree. I haven't quite figured it out yet because the moment you do it, you get like attacked by a bunch of orcs and I couldn't get away from them. I didn't have the shadow spell at the time though, so I think that might be my key to getting away from them. Okay, I should be just casting this on bunnies. Because the higher the spell... this is a horrible idea. Go back. Because she's going to freeze out here. Let me see if... Is she good enough to keep warm out here yet with that? Yep. See, it goes away when you put on the flame aura. Robin Morningwood you've played and you can't really defend, but Bastard Bonds. Yeah, Bastard Bonds. That was it. Oh, Isaac did that shit earlier. Yeah, Bastard Bonds is really good. Like, Bastard Bonds may have that Bara gay thing going on, but it is legitimately a good game. I have barely touched it, and what little I touched said I need to play this more. But Isaac is, like, obsessed with Bastard Bonds for multiple different reasons. And, like, he actually gets all the strategy involved in it, and I really don't right now. Okay. Oh, no. I like how we always move towards... That typically will hit, whether it looks like it or not. As long as you clicked on him. And then we quietly get into position. Ow. Yep. Nope. He's gonna block. Nope. Nope. Ow. Don't throw dirt at her. Bastard. You stream Bastard Bonds, so there's too many wrecked dongs to go further in that game. Please give me something. Find a few apples, presumably the last of his food supply. Good D. Okay, here. That should restore something. So, mana goes up on its own just by walking around, same as I think you heal a little bit from that. I think health also comes back from eating. But... considering the game itself, we're still in grindy mode, so we're gonna head back. Like, it takes, you have to grind to get somewhere in this, but at least we're making progress with the map, slow as it is. No. Hit it. See, I'm fine with, like, as long as my stats go up, I'm fine with it. Get ready for Bodhi noise? Why? Why am I getting ready for Bodhi noise? What is he doing? You missed and it flew away.
Welcome, traveler. We may be in an endless winter with our food supplies.
Okay, what can you tell me about the city?
What can you tell me? Lots of things, if you want to hear them. Being a barkeep means you hear all the tales. Some people get very talkative in my inn, if they do not pass out.
Do you know the wizard Arvindel?
Do you know the wizard Arvindel?
No. What are you doing with Bodhi? Oh no. I can't hear him from here. I think he's kneading.
No, I have never heard of the city's wizard, the personal advisor to our Yao. who frequents my tavern for its drinks. No, indeed.
She's so full of snark.
Let us speak about Snorri.
Oh, he can talk smoothly enough, but you should know that he has a girl in every port town within 100 miles, and then some.
Well, he's handsome.
What is Jarl Ilfing like?
What can I say? He keeps the city safe. I do not speak to him much. He prefers his own castle to my little tavern here.
What little tavern here? Like,
I wish
so
you'd be careful out there.
There are some flaws to some of their search the plants carefully, but there aren't enough fruits to eat. There are certain flaws to some of their dialogue, but for the most part, it's not horrible. But yes, I have seen certain... Oh, like the Jarl's just standing outside the gates by himself.
It is good to see you safe again in Fornsictuna. If you have any needs or questions, I am sure my townsfolk can help you with that.
The poor tree is pining away for the lack of sunshine throughout the Fimble winter. Here. Does that even ever bring up my herbalism? So herbalism's at 18, magic's at 46, flame aura's at 15, magic dart is at 29. So flame aura. I was afraid I was going to cast it on the Jarl and set him on fire or something. Like, I have nothing else I can do, really. I like how he sits on the chest. Like, I can't even use the chest. I don't have enough mana left. So, let's rest. You put Dungeons 2 and 3 in game suggestions. You didn't have great reviews, but 2 and 3 had better. Oh, 1 didn't have great reviews. Yeah, I think I heard something about that. I know that they were considered part of the dungeon, Dungeon Keeper, like, type of games, because I know there were a few games that are considered like Dungeon Keeper esque type games, but I know Dungeons is one of the ones that's supposed to keep closest to the original theme of Dungeon Keeper. I own the original Dungeon Keeper somewhere. I've barely touched it. And honestly, it's graphically, oh god, it does not hold up very well. Like, it's noticeable. And it was very difficult for me to play because I was playing it when the graphics were just already old, and it's just really difficult. Okay, I'm gonna do that one. Okay, where am I gonna try and go? I'm gonna go right down. Okay. I'm going right down, right down, that kind of thing. They're all in the dog ear on equal footing. It is true. 20 mana. So it is possible to run away from enemies, like run. I have not been doing it just because of the stamina cost for running. I don't usually have the heroine run. I'd rather grind a bit. And let that, like, deal some damage. So if you watch his health points, you can tell if I hit, if they're lower than being at max. See? Just die. So I've also learned that if you dodge away from where they're swinging, so like how I'm going in the opposite direction where he's swinging with his sword, I'm guaranteed to not get hit. You stop that. But if I had dodged in the direction that his sword is in, I will get hit. That's why you see me constantly dodging in one direction. The brigands are easy enough for that. Trolls, you have to pay attention to which arm they're using. Consider making a few good No, just search him. Give me money this time. Briefly search the court for useful items to find nothing of interest. Goody. I'm so glad. Okay, we're gonna go down and we're gonna go right, but after that we're heading back. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a hole in the tree. Undoubtedly there'll be a gold necklace inside, or perhaps a big diamond. And searching through the hole, you find a bunch of acorns. Clearly a squirrel has been saving them for the winter. Since you don't eat acorns, you leave them alone. Just to show you who's in here. And there's your bag. I'm not... You can't sneak over there. At least not as a sorceress. Maybe as a thief. 2 heads against 1. I like those odds. Don't steal Isaac's acorns. Does reference. It's not a reference to anything. It's literally, it's acorns from a squirrel. We're gonna have to head back right after this. Okay. So we're gonna do stream in the woods. Okay. Let's go back. We're gonna go over 2 and then we're just going straight up. I know you got excited, and yes, we are getting to where you want to get to. It's gonna take a little bit. Partly because I think her endurance and her stamina matter, because I'm able to stay out longer if you're paying attention to how cold she gets. Also, I do have this, which helps quite a bit. I think I'm able to do this while I was doing that. Let me see. Yeah, you see, I was able to bring that up. But her stamina is going low. So I need to get back to town. I know where he shows up, Amaya, and it's around where we're getting to. We have to get to a certain point on the map and you'll see him. Just any practice with magic. Endurance +1. So how's my endurance and stuff? So endurance is at 21, strength is at 15, weapon use is 46, willpower is 46. Magic, 47. Animal Ken's at 5. So I'm not going to do good on skinning, and I'm fine with that. If I can get to the point where I can carry a pelt around, that'll make life a lot easier. You missed and it flew away. Does stamina go up if you eat? I don't think so. I think it goes up based upon rest. Health and other stuff will go up from eating. Being in a warm environment like this helps with how much you regain. See? So we're gonna do stream. I'm trying to get to the point where hopefully I could just buy the scarf and just be done with this. How do you practice Animal Ken? Just skin stuff a bunch? I think so. I think it's mostly skinning. Might have to do with paying attention to animals too, but... So we're gonna go this way. Actually, this way. We're gonna go this way. We're gonna see if we can get down there. It's not snowing, so we should have a better chance. Save in the woods. It does get to the point where it's easier to travel in this environment, but you gotta have to work towards it. And Granted, I'm pretty sure the majority of you, if not all of you, have never played Quest for Glory. Quest for Glory played the same. You had to, like, go out, adventure a bit, get a bit better at things. Nighttime out in the woods is far more dangerous than the daytime. Not only do you have trolls that start walking around, you have the undead and those wolf things hunt in packs where you encounter 3 at a time. Okay, so we're in the woods. This I still haven't figured out. I know that Snorri practices here. Crude painted target stands in the clearing, judging by tiny holes in it. It's well used. Snorri practices archery there, but there's also like a person that pops up. Here you go, Maya.
I found you. No, human, that your doom is at hand.
Aw, such a cute little squirrel.
Really? Oh. No, I'm not cute. I am evil and misshapen and vile. My sharp, nasty teeth will do. Yes.
What is your name?
What? You do not recognize me? I, Ratatosk. Ratatosk the mighty. Ratatosk whose teeth cut the branches of Yggdrasil itself. Ratatosk, the original Doom Squirrel. Gaze upon my visage and tremble.
Is that Lilo and Stitch reference? No. Apparently Ratatosk is an actual Norse thing.
Doom Squirrel?
The very so. Humans have such poor senses, but I knew you would recognize me eventually. So yes, prepare to meet your doom at the hands of Ratatosk. Claws of Ratatosk, that is. Claws of doom. Claws that shall pierce your skin and spill your blood in the forest. Yes.
Why do you want to doom me?
Why? Oh, the stupid human asks me why. I am the bringer of Ragnarok. With these very teeth, I gnaw through the branches and roots of Yggdrasil until the world tree shall fall. Oh, yes. Hector is but an upstart.
It's like
Then
Game of
me,
Toast.
an amateur. It has been prophesied that I, Ratatosk the Doom Squirrel, shall herald the twilight of the gods.
So how exactly is my doom at hand?
I shall poke at your eyes with my sharp tail. I shall hide all the acorns you were saving for winter. I shall bite your bones and gnaw on your marrow.
You cannot even reach my eyes.
Oh, do not act so tough. Whenever you walk underneath a tree, know that Ratatosk may be lurking on the branches above, ready to pounce on you. Ratatosk, the Doom Squirrel!
Not if I kill you first.
Ha! That is the spirit. But no, little mortal, I am not so easily defeated by the likes of you. I will come at you when you least expect it, and I shall pounce on you and bite off parts of you, starting with your nose.
Ratatosk is the best thing ever! I told you guys this game is worth it. Just for Ratatosk. The Doom Squirrel! Kill the bunny. We killed it. It's a depressing depiction of him. It is depressing, but it's amazing. What is this? Old cart is broken down, abandoned by its owner. You're so honored to know that your ancestors once feared the squirrel. It's true. I feel like I was missing a different one. Okay, hold on. So we might actually be at the point where we can save him. Considering where I'm located right now and how not cold I'm getting. I might actually be able to do that. I know that the town that he is at is right near where I'm at right now. So here's the town. You found a small village in the middle of the forest. According to the nearby sign, it's called Moonarvigir. Moonarvigir? And of course, I didn't bring the hide with me. Damn it. So on the plus side, so where can you find this game and how much is it? This game is free on Steam. Just take a look for Heroine's Quest. If you don't want to get it through Steam, I believe you can download it directly through its download link. The company that makes it is Crystal Shard. I don't know if company is the right term. I have a feeling it's a group of people that want to make games. Like, here. Make your way through the cold and forbidding Yarnvidir. You believe there is a clearing to the east. Yes, but small Vorder's spirit hovers nearby, trying to attract your attention to something. A man is lying on his side in the snow. He looks badly hurt and appears to be unconscious. Examine his look for his purse. Examine his wounds. You determine that his wound is not as bad as it seems, so the man suffers from severe frostbite. I don't know how you deal with this as a rogue or a warrior, but I'm a fucking Weezord.
I am glad to see you awake again.
This is a scary price for such a seeming game.
Where did that troll go? By Odin, I shall have his head.
Your assailant is gone by now.
Then I must return to Munavagir. 'Tis my duty to protect the village.
Let us go.
It's the wrong way. It's the other way. Go. No. No, we're... Okay, goodbye. You take the man to his house in the village of Munarvigir, but by the warmth of the hearth fire, he quickly recovers.
I thank you for aiding.
Oh my god, Isaac.
Had some hostile creature come by. I may have been in trouble.
You are welcome.
I am Sigurd, son of Sigmund.
I mean, technically we left him off it for 3 nights.
And keeper of the Skyfire Inn.
A rogue would take his purse.
You are not from these places. What is your name?
I am a sorceress and keeper of arcane secrets.
Of which the secrets of arcane things are kept.
The arts of the sea are not my style. Nevertheless, 'tis an honor to meet you. This is the Skyfire Inn. You are welcome to stay here as long as you please, and to share food at my table. I bid you welcome to Munavagir.
I thank you. Can you tell me who attacked you?
It was a two-headed troll by the name of Frivaldi. When I meet him again, I shall crush his skulls with my blade.
Did he want anything?
Indeed. The foul troll seeks the eye of Thiassi. Do not ask me more about the eye, for I shall not tell you.
Very well. What is the Eye of Thiassi?
We shall not speak of this.
What is the Eye of Thiassi?
We shall not speak of this.
What is the Eye of Thiassi?
We shall not speak of this.
Please tell me about yourself.
I am Sigurd, son of Sigmund. Proven warrior, marked by battle, wielder of the blade Nofun, and defender of Munavagir.
Tell me about Munavagir.
We are a proud city, bastion amidst Yarnvidir, and valiant raiders over Gandvik. Or we would, if Lake Gandvik were not frozen solid with this fell winter. As warden of the city, I take it as my duty to know all the residents.
What can you tell me about the big city?
The city of Thorn-Sigtuna is our chief rival in these woods. Its Jarl, Ilfing the Craven, seeks to place us under his rule, but we stand strong in resistance.
What can you tell me of the forest?
The endless trees of Janvidir are dangerous to the unwary, but prove no match for a seasoned warrior.
What is Isaac even doing?
Tell me of the raiders.
There are bandits that live in small camps in the forest, to prey on travelers and merchants. The cold is making them more desperate than usual. They have no honor and little fighting skill. I have often seen them use a wild overhead slash that leaves them wide open for a counterattack, if you are fast enough.
There are nasty vargs in the forest.
Of which I've skinned one.
The vicious wolves of the Northland are not to be trifled with. A single varg should not be dangerous, but they tend to hunt in packs, large enough to trouble a seasoned veteran. They know to approach from downwind, like a true predator.
Have you fought any trolls?
Janvidir is well known for its trolls. They are tough as a wall of bricks, about equally clever. The leader of the trolls is that two-headed cretin, Frivoldi. May Thor's thunder shatter his bone. It is said that a troll only becomes leader by bashing troll heads until none dare oppose him. This should tell you of his strength. I sincerely hope to face him again in battle.
Have you fought?
Oh, shoot.
I wish you...
You are pondering something.
Yes. I believe this troll who attacked you is also after other people.
The dastardly creature would do that, since it came after me. Its next target is likely to be Voland, the smith.
And why is that?
Because he is the strongest warrior in Thorn-Sigtuna. As I am here, thank Odin that he has the Jarl's soldiers to protect.
Nevertheless, I shall warn him next time.
Do what you must, traveler. I shall take the time to fortify this town, to keep the troll out.
Whoa. This area is dimly lit by candlelight, and any warmth from its flame is not noticeable.
The majestic deer are almost too regal to hunt. We leave them alone, except for a rare feast ceremony. These hunting horns will be used well once spring returns to us. I have carved them myself. We bought these back from our raids last summer. There is no better trophy than one won in fierce battle.
I don't think I can do much of anything up here at the moment. This is so I can't get in here. Apparently, I think if you pick a robe, you can get in there. Oh, there's a mirror here, and I have no idea what the mirror is good for. Pick up the mirror, pausing for a moment to adjust your hair as you see your reflection. Pictures an elegant drawing of Thor and Loki walking up to the Jotun forest in the Outlands. A bowl of water stands near the bed so that you can wash yourself. Predictably, it is icy cold. Well, what if I do this? I never tried this. No. There is no magical, like, inventory system a la Resident Evil. Imagine if you're a warrior, you save him by just carrying him back to town. I kind of figured that, but it's like, what happens if you're... If you're, you know, the rogue? Now, I don't think it's nighttime, I'm not certain. So this town has a library in it, which is kind of important. Oh, look who's here.
Welcome to our fair village, traveler. I am sure your stay here will be a pleasant one, even when the winter outside is harsh and dangerous.
Please tell me about yourself.
Well met, well met. My name is Reagan, occasionally known as Reagan the Magnificent. But please, just call me Reagan. Unless you really want to. And who do I have the honor of speaking to?
I am a traveler from...
And it is all too clear how that sentence ends. The look in your eye, that dazzling cape, the fact that you walked into Munavagir in the middle of this harsh winter.
Is this the town with the... Yes, this is the town with the cat.
Why, you must be an adventurer. Do not deny it. 'Tis written all over your face. That is good to see, and I wholeheartedly support it. Why, back when I was younger, I used to go on adventures myself. I even performed a quest or two. Is that not splendid? I should tell you that if you find any gemstones in your travels, I would be happy to buy them off you. They remind me of my own traveling days.
I found a gemstone the first time I played it. I sold it to him. I probably should have taken it to the other guy to see if it was his.
Tell me about Munarvigir.
Why, 'tis the bustling village you are standing in. The town normally runs on a trade through the forest and via Lake Ganvik. During the Fimble winter, this has proven somewhat difficult. You can find several stores near the town gate, the famous Skyfire Inn in the northeast, and we even have a library in the south of town.
Have you been to Fornsictuna?
Yes, I am sure you have been to Fornsictuna. I am none too fond of the place or its Jarl, so let us speak of something else.
What can I find in Yarnvidir?
It is a fascinating place, is it not? Yarnvidir is one of the main reasons I came here. Did you know it holds the largest population of trolls in Midgard? It is said that Raceville, the giant eagle, lives at the edge of Yarnvidir. By flapping his wings, he causes storms and gales throughout all of the woods. The forest contains some interesting sights, from the freezing flowers to the runic circle. But it would be no fun if I told you about that. You should discover them on your own.
So what questing did you do?
Oh, I could talk about those all day. Why, did you know it was me who recovered the famous mirror with a leer from the mists of Niflheim?
The famous mirror with a leer?
But you likely do not want to hear my tales. You want to star in tales of your own, do you not? So let me ask your assistance for something. You see, my father Rithmar was a rich man, owner of a magic chest that would produce gold and gemstone each day. But my brother Fafnir is a greedy one. Coming in the dark of night, he slew my poor father, just to take the chest from him.
Amaya, look at his eyes when he blinks. I never would have noticed that if I hadn't played this before and if you hadn't noticed it when you saw it before. He's a fucking dark elf.
A sad tale, is it not? I fought with him, but I am no match for Fafnir in battle, so I was forced to flee. Still, this is a foul deed that needs avenging. So here's your heroine's quest. Gather your magical power and defeat Fafnir to avenge my father. You can bring me the chest as proof. Are you interested? Of course you are. I can see it in your eyes. Of course you shall have a great and fitting reward when you are done. Thank you so much for your help.
So where do I find...
Oh, I'm sure you can figure it out. You are a heroine after all. Consider it a challenge, indeed.
The voice changed. It's like they recorded that later. Yeah, so no, we eventually do meet dark elves.
Happy adventuring. Please come
But
back when you have more good stories to share.
the one thing that I never noticed that Amaya had noticed, because she had seen me play some of this in Discord, is that the dark elves, when they blink, their lower eyelids close, not their upper eyelids. And they have illusion magic so that they can walk amongst normal people. He's a freaking dark elf in disguise, but his giveaway is his blink. That's creepy. I knew there was someone that I had run across at one point when I played it in the beginning that was a dark elf, but I didn't know who it was. Okay, it appears that the runic stone is blocking your magic from working. So this... Standing near the palisade is an ancient-looking stone almost entirely carved in runic images. You have no idea what it means, but it looks ominous. You trace a few of the runes with your finger, but this doesn't bring you any closer to understanding their meaning. I don't know how to deal with rune stones. It is really creepy, but at the same time, it's a very nice, simple alien touch that makes them feel different. I don't think I can get in here at this time. Lift's store is locked for now. He's probably out or just about to leave. If anything's open, she's open. So these are two stores. Lif is the alchemist. She's just like a general supplier. I want the shovel, but I don't need it just yet. Look over the multitude of bottles and gimmicks. Most of it look like it's pretty useless, but the blue clay pot on the top shelf looks like it could come in handy. Sigrun appears to be your age, but more weary of the world. Do you think that most Vikings would find her very attractive if she would just smile a bit more?
Good day to you. I'm surprised to see somebody new in Munarvigir. Does the Fimbulwinter not make...
Thankfully, we have more supplies and a lesser population than our cousins in Fornsictuna. The trade routes are cut off, and we would risk starvation if we were not prepared.
Why did they blink wrong?
I bid you farewell. It was nice to speak with you. I hope you will stay in Manarvagir with us. Yarnvadir is not safe for one woman by yourself.
It is creepy. I want to find the cat for Amaya before we end for the night. If I could find the kitty. It's a pretty dog, though. It's a beautiful woofy. It's a kitty! Okay, you guys thought it was ridiculous beforehand. Here you go. What happens if we attack the kitty? The cat begins to meow and screech as you try to enter its owner's house. I didn't try to enter its house. Oh. The entire town turns out for the cat meowing.
How dare you treat our hospitality like that?
Your heroics have ended here, and the stalks you die a slow death of frostbite. It's the tomato that makes it. Crocker calls for help.
How dare you treat our...
It's this tomato. Okay. We're definitely continuing this. We will we're gonna send you guys somewhere for now. I know it's like 6 minutes early. I gotta pee though. And we need to send you somewhere. Honey, do you know who to send to?
Give me a sec.
I will look. We will send you to how about you guys go to Kita? She's playing Pokemon Sword and Shield, and she's probably shiny hunting, and we know that Isaac is obsessed with that for some reason. So, you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you for coming. We will end up playing more of this again later. Goodbye! I can't press stop. Okay, bye.